This week in superheroics, looks like things will be getting even smaller than we all expected in Marvel's latest cinematic outing. I'm Phil Boothman, and I need you to be the Ant-Man. Greetings superhumans and welcome to the Trinity, the show where I pick my 3 favourite superhero news stories from the past week and then proceed to tear them apart with my words and feelings because I feel strangely compelled to destroy the things I love the most. First up this week, new details have emerged about Marvel's upcoming superhero heist movie, Ant-Man. They particularly concern the inclusion of one of the greatest pieces of comic book pseudoscience ever created. That's right, Paul Rudd is going to be heading into the MICROVERSE. And yes, it is as dumb as it sounds. The MICROVERSE, for those of you who like to go outside and talk to people rather than sit in the dark and read comic books, is a dimension which exists alongside Marvel's mainstream 616 universe. However, it can only be accessed by compressing your mass to a certain point and then forcing yourself through a nexus and into the MICROVERSE. In layman's terms, if you make yourself small enough, you will slip into another dimension which is microscopic in comparison to our own. See? Told you it was dumb. Notable residents of the MICROVERSE include alien races such as the Acroyears, the Mitons, and the Lizard Men of Tok, as well as a character with the most overtly villainous name of all time, the mad scientist Psycho Man. In fairness, he is predominantly a Fantastic Four villain, and those comic books are not exactly known for their subtlety.
Huh?
Anyway, it looks like Rudd's character Scott Lang will be travelling to the MICROVERSE in the 3rd act of the upcoming movie, although reports say they have renamed it to the Quantum Realm, because that's way less ridiculous and pseudoscience-y. But while it's easy to mock these things, I'm personally glad that director Peyton Reed is embracing some of the more surreal elements surrounding Ant-Man and running with them. Because a straight-faced, grounded version of a fantastical and borderline ridiculous character would just not work. Oh, that's a shame. However, it turns out Marvel's Ant-Man is coming to the big screen next week, and stay tuned to this very channel for a special themed episode of So You're a Superhero next Wednesday. Next, having already gained an antagonist in the form of John Bernthal's Punisher, this week the Devil of Hell's Kitchen gained a kick-ass love interest. After a brief round of speculation, not only has it been confirmed that frequent comic book co-star Elektra would be making her way to season 2 of Marvel's Daredevil on Netflix, but the role has already been cast. Things move so fast in Marvel land these days, it's a good thing you've got me to help you keep up at the mere cost of giving up sleep almost entirely. The lucky new star of what is bound to be a hit 2nd season is Elodie Yung, best known for her work in the fairly terrible G.I. Joe Retaliation. In that movie she played Ninja Assassin Jinx, and now she'll be playing Ninja Assassin Elektra. She may have already been typecast. Head of Marvel Television Jeff Loeb had this to say about the casting. After a worldwide search, we found in Elodie the perfect actress to embody both Elektra's impressive and deadly physicality, as well as her psychological complexity. Paired with Charlie as Matt Murdock, the two will bring one of the most beloved and tumultuous comic book relationships to life, with all the accompanying sparks and spectacular action sequences the show is known for. Sounds like she's got the Loeb seal of approval, and that's proven to be worth its weight in gold lately. Even if your most prominent cinematic outing to date is an incomprehensible mess of bulging arm muscles and aging action stars phoning it in, I guess the only way is up. Season 2 of Daredevil is due to be hitting Netflix next year, following the recently retitled Jessica Jones later this year. I'm sure I'll be covering both shows in depth on this show in the future, so keep watching. And finally, this week saw the announcement of the actors lending their vocal cords to the CW's upcoming animated venture, Vixen. Heard of it? I'm guessing not. The series will feature the vocal talents of Megalyn Echikun-Woke, best known for her work in Kevin Bacon Murderthon The Following, as the titular character Mari Vixen McCabe, who is a young woman able to utilise the attributes of any animal she chooses thanks to a magical object called the Tantu Totem given to her by her parents, who are subsequently murdered. Have I mentioned lately how much I goddamn love comic books? Because I think it bears repeating. Joining her will be Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin, reprising their roles as Oliver, the Arrow Queen, and Barry, the Flash Allen, from their own CW shows, although this time in animated form. Although I'm not sure there are enough lines in the world to accurately portray just how statuesque Oliver Queen is. Not only that, but Emily Bett Rickards and Carlos Valdez will be joining the cast as Nerd Queen Felicity Smoke and the exhaustingly enthusiastic Cisco Ramon, respectively. We haven't seen the animated version of Felicity yet, but chances are she'll be even more adorable in cartoon form. As this casting suggests, the show will exist firmly within the universe established in the live-action CW shows. But there's no word yet on whether Vixen will make the transition to live-action in return. But fingers crossed for a Who Framed Roger Rabbit-style mixture of live-action and animated characters. Just have Oliver trip out on vertigo again. That's a pretty sweet plot device. Anyway, Vixen will be airing on streaming service CW Seed later this year, so make sure to catch it as a fun companion piece to Arrow and The Flash. So what did you think of the inclusion of the quantum realm in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Are you excited to see Elektra kick ass and take names on season 2 of Daredevil? How many artists do you think it takes to accurately render Stephen Amell's rippling abs? Leave your comments down below or on Twitter with the hashtag StaySuper, and they could be featured in the next Alter Ego video blog. And until next week's inevitable Comic-Con roundup episode, stay super!